Hello and welcome back to another Project Cars 2 video. This time doing some career again. Last time out in the career mode we saw the where I was in the GT3 Huracan. My last race wasn't so good. I came third. As you can see here, you can see my path actually of where I started. But as you can see during the last tournament, championship, whatever you want to call it, I came third overall. But it wasn't amazing. But you know, I could have done gold like in my other ones, but it was a lot more challenging. So I've unlocked the Tier 1 kind of motorsports over here. I think, you know, I think I'm going to go for Indycar first. And then see where that takes us after. See if we do any good or not, and see if we have to shift discipline, maybe go down all the way down to Rallycross, who knows. Let's go with this. As you can see here, there is going to be 8 races in this series. Daytona Speedway Tri-Oval, Long Beach Street Circuit, Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road, that's the road course, and then we go to Indianapolis, the oval. After that, Road America, then Texas Motor Speedway, Watkins Glen International follows, and then the last race we're finishing up on the Sonoma Raceway GP. Of course, all in North America, because that's where the Indycar series takes place. So after a little bit of research, I actually found that you're generally just picking a manufacturer here, and then it'll change between the two configurations of car depending on which track you're going to. And if it doesn't, then the career mode will be bugged in some way. But as we are, you know, entering an IndyCar kind of race, and it's an American thing, we're gonna go for the Chevrolet instead of the Honda. So I've settled on Team Penske number 3, the Pennzoil version of the Chevrolet. Let's get this career on the road. IndyCars, round 1 of 8 at the Daytona International Speedway. First time qualifying. This is the first time we'll ever, in any game I think, do an oval race, so this is going to be interesting. I just did go through practice, and times were varying depending if I had any tow or not. But let's get out there on track and see if we can get some tow. I can see the cars leaving the pit here, so let's go for them. Here we go, first flying lap, see what time we get. With a lot of tow, 245 Ks, almost up to 250. In the tow around the corner, going high. Past him, might have scared him a little bit. He seems to have dropped back quite far. So this is the noise of IndyCar for however many laps. I think I've actually got it set to like 70 odd laps, so it should be about half an hour, if my maths are correct. Currently I'm first with a 37.98. Oh no, a 37.540. You see the setup of this car here. I got it from a chap that's named himself CCM. And when you're in the pits, it makes the car shake, which is very strange. I guess we'll leave it there with that qualifying time and see you at the race. So here we are at the race. My car's freaking out. Everyone's overtaking me for some reason. It's like as if I've got a pit limiter on. Don't know what's happening. Oh, there we... Oh, it's like it was a neutral. What was that? Right, here we go. That was really a bit strange beginning to the race. So I'm down in 14th, even though I qualified first. Car's a lot heavier now because I'm full of fuel. Full tank saying... Oh, he's blocking me. Fuel tank was saying it's about 28 laps. Go on the inside of this guy. So I will have to stop a number of times, probably 2 times, for tyres and fuel. These guys seem to be flying past them. Probably not the best etiquette for me just to change in direction all the time. The tow's unbelievable. Unless my car is just... I don't know. It's my gear ratios are much, much better than theirs, but they don't seem to be... Whoa, mate! Posing much of a threat. Whoa! Whoa, I'm causing trouble. Sorry, dude. Eee, that was pretty hardcore. Down to 4th. I'm blaming them first for pushing me up. Did I hit the outside wall? That's what I'm gonna do. It was my fault, I pulled back on rather unsafely. So I did knock that guy off behind me. Let's just see now, because I've slowed down quite a lot. See if we can catch the guys in front. Currently 3.7 on the relative there at the bottom.
Fastest first sector you've done so far. Great job.
See if switching up into 6th does much. Nope. I think he's got the same ratio as 5th. I didn't actually check that before the race.
Nice one. New PB.
New personal best. Oh, for during a race, I guess. Qualifying was faster.
It's always back. Still too back.
2 lengths back. For some reason my car won't go any quicker. I reckon I've got a bit of aero damage after that shunt.
It's clear.
Oh, what's he doing? He made a mistake there, went on the apron at the bottom of the inside of the oval.
That's your fastest lap so far today.
The fastest lap. I think I'm only going to get faster with the fuel burning off.
You've got 1 on your tail. Better defend that position.
The guy in front seems to have slowed down. He must have made a mistake. 1.2 ahead. He dropped off the back of the pack, so he's lost the tow. Hopefully we can catch up nice and close and get back on the slipstream. And that'll slingshot us forward a little bit to catch the guys ahead of him. Unless he's just protecting his engine or something.
New personal best. Great job.
That was a 38.8. I guess this is, I mean, when you're actually amongst the cars, it's about racing, but it seems to be about managing the car more than. Here we go.
That's your best first sector
Bit of
so far.
slipstream.
Keep it going.
Car's really getting quick.
Outside.
Gone low.
You're clear. 2 lengths back.
So that's a place up. Currently in 5th out of 25, you can see on the top left. Also 7 laps. Whoa, concentrate.
That lap is a new personal best. Good job. Keep pushing.
38.120.
Length behind.
There he goes.
Inside, rear corner.
On the inside, he had the slipstream.
Clear.
He seems to have slowed down a lot coming into this corner. I didn't block him in any way there. There's plenty of room for him to go past. They're really going to slipstream, I think. Yeah, he's there again. They get nervous, by the looks of it, when they start to try and come up the inside of you. The AI really isn't wonderful in this game. I've learned through doing various career modes, which you can go back. Actually, I've got a Project Cars 2, I was going to say P Cars 2 there, playlist didn't start recording that long ago, so you'll be able to see my development. Hopefully as a driver I've got better, doing different series. I think I'm going to get a cramp after this race, just holding the throttle down. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to catch the guys and make up some places. 1.9, guy behind's catching me. 0.1, oh, here he comes. He's had the slipstream. He slows down though on the corners quite a lot. That's 10 laps in. 10 laps in. Still 48 litres of fuel left. Started with 70. With 10 laps, it's 20 litres of fuel, which is a horrendous amount. These cars are only V6s. Gone are the days of having the kind of big V12s in Indycar and kart racing. I don't know how to pick up the pace. I guess it's just my line has to be smoother. Everyone behind me's got slipstream, so that they don't have an excuse. They've got at least a 10 extra Ks on these straights when sat in the slipstream. I'll change back down to 5th and see if that actually helps in any way. Do a lap in 5th. Just try and keep the revs a little bit higher. Smooth, you've got to be super smooth, haven't you? Seems like 5th could be a good idea, and then when I'm in the slipstream, just change to 6th. Bit tight there, you could hear the revs dropping. Guys 1.8 ahead, he made up a 10th in 2 laps. Yeah, so 5th seems to be better for these leaders. But the overtaking might have to be through tactics, kind of pit stops type of thing, just staying out of trouble. It's kind of, as I say, as at the start of this race, I've never done an oval race before. Oh, lost a lot of revs there. So you always kind of think, oh, you're just turning left. But you do have to manage or think about a lot. Obviously, in real life, you will have a team to do all that for you. You can talk to them on the radio. I don't know how. I think my fuel's on rich. Oh. Can't find the button. Bear with me. We'll have a look when I'm not going through the corner. Not that button. That one. Yeah, I'm on rich. .6 in front, slowly catching. 0.4 behind. They should have slipstream, so I don't know why they're not catching. I don't know what the fastest route is through the corner. Is it to be in the middle? Is it to be high? Is it to be low? A little bit of tyre squeal. .35 litres of fuel, 16 laps out of 69. 5th position. I can feel even though the tyres aren't wearing much, you can feel that there's a little bit more force you've kind of got to put into the steering. 1.4 ahead. Juan Pablo Montoya up there in second position. That's a name you know from back in the 2000s for Formula One. Really don't know much about Indycar. .3. I'm getting a tenth every now and then on the chap in front. It's when we start hitting the toe that we'll really catch, and that's a quite tight-knit group as well, so should be able to do a bit of damage and gaining time on all of them really.
Your pace is good. Keep that up. Keep it up.
Oh, I think there was one guy in the pits already, I think there. Touched the outside of the wall. Very dangerous, of course. They're travelling at... Oh, that's miles an hour at the bottom. 230... I thought it was kilometres. Because it was so high. 230 miles an hour. Of course, it would be higher, wouldn't it be 340? 360 for this kind of speed? Oh, he was coming out of the pits then. He's really far behind, but there's people starting to pit at least. So there's a lot of the AI are on different tactics to me, by the looks of it. My pit stop strategy is to fully refuel and to change tyres. It looks like the tyres don't really need a change, but they will definitely by 69 laps. Yeah, so just gone under 25 litres of fuel, 21 laps in. Wow, these guys really slowed down. Unless I've just caught up. I don't know what's happened here. Are they preparing to pit? Getting the toe now. Up to 6. Wow, look at this. Look at the overspeed on the underneath. And again, they're struggling with their tyres by the looks of things. Why are these guys going so slow? Right to the top of my rev range. Up into first position. Just got to stay here, use the traffic and just stay up here, and then obviously go in for fuel and tyres eventually. The longer I can stay out and stay competitive, I'll just have it over on them. Lost time there. Yeah, lots of people in the pits. That was a 37.611. So I'm kind of artificially in first at the moment. Let's see if I've made enough time up. Back down to 5th, trying to stay up high revs. Still got at least 20 litres of fuel. I can keep going for quite a few more laps here. Every time I catch someone, it'll give me tow to speed up my time.
Stay high.
Oh! I was looking at my relative there. I wasn't concentrating where the corner was. See, Juan Pablo Montoya is actually 2.7 behind me. So maybe he hasn't been into the pits. They just slowed down. Maybe they have to slow down because of the traffic coming out. Maybe my etiquette hasn't been correct here. I don't know. The guy behind me on track I've lapped, so they're blue. How much fuel? We've got 15 litres. As I say, it's about 7 more laps this I can do.
You're about to lap some back markers. We really want to get past here with minimal fuss.
This is quite interesting that everyone's got different tactics. Maybe they're kind of pitting now so they won't have too much fuel on by the end of the race.
Hazard ahead.
I'm catching these now, I'm in their toe. Yeah, they mistake themselves around the top of them. Wow, the overspeed. I think I got a little bit of a nudge from that guy then. Using his toe, go around the outside.
You're clear.
Losing speed there, back below 230.
Stay
Drop
high.
to 5th.
Hazard ahead.
Hazard. Yellow flag. Oh, there's a guy pulling out. Again, I'm going to get a little bit of a toe from this guy. Nah, not enough. He's just going really slow coming out the pit lane. This is really quite involved. And the view's good. Hoo-hoo! Yeah, this is a lot more involved than I'd imagine it to be. You can almost feel the G-force on these really high banked corners. Just under 10 litres of lap, 10 litres of fuel left. The tyres are still looking good. Actually, the rears are a little bit cold. But it's really kind of minimal steering input, so I think the tyres will remain okay for a while. So everyone's been into the pits now by the looks of things.
You're leading by 7 seconds. We're in a good place, but keep pushing.
So up by 7 seconds, 7 litres of fuel left.
Stay high. Hazard coming up.
I don't see any hazards. I'm interested to see if I've got any damage and if they're going to repair it in the pits. I've told them to repair aero damage, but nothing else, so we'll see what happens there, see if it actually takes much longer. 5 litres of fuel.
Stay high.
That was a little bit of oversteer out of that last corner. Use him as toe, go in the inside.
Outside.
Oh, he nudged me.
You're clear.
Back down into 5th. Keep the revs high and a little bit more speed. It feels like I'm leaning into these corners. So 3 litres of fuel left, 1 more lap, and I'm pulling in. If I can make it. It uses a lot of fuel, this car. I'll go into 6th just to cruise a bit. Hopefully it uses slightly less fuel. .5 litres. Feel like it's going to start stuttering. Oh, I'm in the first box. Here we go. Fuel. Fill me up. He doesn't even have a hose. They didn't change my tyres.
Release and go.
Interesting. Race strategy. rain. 31 laps, fixed damage aero. Okay, next race, next lap. Oh man. Go.
Okay, you've got some back markers ahead. You're about to lap them. Let's get past quickly.
They're quick. I'm not up to speed yet, so these guys are definitely going to come past, I would have thought. That was a fast stop because I didn't change tyres. Back up to full fuel, but I probably will have to hit again if it's for the tyres. Well, definitely for fuel. It said about 31 laps, so I'm not going to make it to the end, unfortunately. My strategy wasn't great there because I, for some reason, must have changed it to be rain tyres, which is a big shame. Oh well, it's throwing a spanner into the mix. We'll change how we're going to race. Apparently it had no aero damage, so that's always good. I don't really know how far people are away from me at this point in time. Until they come into the relative, I won't be able to tell. Oh! Wow, tag the wall. Lost a bootload of speed.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, sorry, dude. Wow,
Go high.
that was a big mistake. Back to fifth, keep the revs up. Sorry, dude. Woohoo! I feel like in real IndyCar racing there'll be more crashes than this. More yellow flags anyway. At this point I feel quite lonely, but again I'm gonna have to pit probably sooner than other people. Even though I do have a full tank, it'll be more because of the tyres than the fuel.
Stay high. Hazard ahead.
Where's this hazard? There's supposed to be a hazard there on the infield. Unsure. Yeah, I am quite slow here. Well, not slow, but slower than my fastest times. When these back marker guys start catching that it's going to be the time to go in for tyres.
Stay high.
They're 1.9 at the moment. So if I start losing time to them, to a chap that's in 14th, I'm definitely losing time to the people in second. 1.7, I am losing a little bit of time, 1.6. A few more laps. We'll go up to 40 laps and probably pit again. No, maybe 45.
Stay high. Hazard coming up.
Is there two retirees in the pit? Have I knocked them out? 'Cause I have clonked a couple of people. 1.2 behind me now.
Stay high. Hazard ahead.
Whoa, a bit wide car there. 1.1 behind me. Is the tyres that are slowing me down now? I don't know. I feel sorry for these engines. They're just sat at 12,000 revs per minute for a long time. 0.8 behind me.
Stay up.
Loads more people in the pits again. I think maybe the first lap was for their fuel and now it's for tyres. I only need 28 more laps of fuel. So yeah, it's time to come in. Fresh tyres, full fuel, and then that'll be to the end. Yeah, these guys are really catching me. They're gonna pull in here. Really slow down. Oh damn, I didn't request a pit. So I'll be slower. Fuel, tyres. Car wobbling all over the place. CCM's done a strange setup on it. You can see the dirt on the aero there and on the wheels. Oh, especially over here at the side. On the barge boards. Quite interesting. Very compact. I feel like there's more room than in the Formula cars. Alright, full tyres, full fuel. Here we go. Down in 11th.
Okay, you're coming up to a back marker. It might be twisty, but keep it clean.
But that should be me for the race now, down in 12th. Guy behind's catching. Fingers crossed they stop again, and again if we can leapfrog them. Maybe I shouldn't have changed gear into a corner there.
You may need to start defending from the guy behind. Not too far back, might make a move.
I feel like we're going faster now, maybe because we've... Oh no, we do have fuel now. We're fully laden again. Unsure. Wait for the fuel to keep dropping off and see what happens. See if we can catch anyone. Chap in front, 4 position is 4 seconds. I don't know what people's strategies are though.
Stay high, hazard coming up.
Mine seems wildly different to everyone else's. I did lose time though in that pits when I went into the pit because I didn't request it, so the crew weren't ready. This guy's keeping a constant behind me, half a second. Seems to be losing revs, 0.5 behind. People in the pit, got a position back there, 11th. Guy behind me is racing for position now. Weaving a little bit then, coming up into this first corner. .4 is behind me, 3.3 ahead, again for position for 10th. 3.4. He slipstreamed, he must have had a tow from someone. as the fuel burns off, we should be just getting faster and faster, but everyone else will. This guy's catching me behind now, he's in my toe, so gotta be careful from him. 0.3 behind.
Stay high. Hazard ahead.
Just the people in the pit lane. Crew chief's getting confused with. I'm catching these guys. 1.4, they've had a little bit of a battle. Hopefully we'll get into their toe. Yeah, here we go now. Oh, he's pulling in, okay. People are still pitting. If I can run to the end, that'd be advantageous, then I don't have to... I don't have to stop and waste time anymore. We need a bit of flame coming out of his exhaust there. A really good toe here. He's let me go high.
Got one low. You're clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another toe, make up some time. Up into 8th actually, I must have passed a few people in the pit lane.
Stay high. Hazard coming up.
0.1 ahead, I think maybe a second, you don't get a great slipstream. Well, especially when I'm in 6th anyway. See what we get up to here. I'm inside a second. Slow down through the corners. Down to 5th. Acceleration out in 5th is ever so slightly better than 6th.
Okay, we've got some pressure from behind.
Up to 6th, that's 2 more that were in the pit. We're in the top of 5th now, we've got the slipstream. Slingshot me down the straight a smidgen.
Watch outside. You're clear. 2 lengths back. Still there.
He might come back at me though.
Stay high. Hazard ahead. One length back.
He's coming back at me.
Rear corner. Inside.
Don't touch the wall. Oh god. Lost everything I had there. Down 2 gears. Just try and keep my speed up as much as possible. The name of the game. Yeah, the tyres kind of scrubbing a little bit through these kind of corners.
Stay up.
Up into 4th now through that string of stops. How many laps left now? About 17 laps. The 3rd place is up 7.2, 7 seconds. He's losing time here. Just need to stay as fast as possible.
The gap to 3rd place is 3 seconds. Great job. Keep the pressure on. Let's catch him.
Up to 3rd. Oh, I've caught him because he went into the pit lane. So I'm up into 2nd. There must have been 2 that was in there. I wasn't really checking. So 3rd place now is 3.5 seconds behind. Unsure where 1st is. Again, I qualified first, if you remember, at the start of the race, but for some reason my car was just wobbling all over the place. Seems to be a little bit broken in that respect, so the start wasn't wonderful.
Go high.
Made a lot of time up though, because in the slipstream of everyone. Straight past that guy. Yeah, it's not bad, this oval racing. I mean, it goes past pretty quick. I think next time I need to notch down the amount of laps. Just so, just for the video's sake. I like longer races if I was doing it without recording, but I think for recording's sake, just turn the amount of laps down. Also, I mean, longer the races, it adds the element of strategy. Whoa, 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 what are people doing here? AI's off. I'm in first.
Traffic up ahead, it's just a back marker. You should see the blue flag.
I must have been a big crash. Seems like first position crashed there, so sailing past him. So I just need to stay in this position now up to the end of the race, and that'll be it. That'll be that. 13 laps left. They'll fly by pretty quick. Well, I mean, that takes the thrill of the chase out of it, I guess, but passed them anyway, so I'm going to be in first. I'm pretty sure the next track will be a road course from memory serves. So it'll be a bit more exciting in the next video. This has just been slow and steady. Well, I'll say slow. It's extremely quick, 230 miles an hour, pretty much constantly. Sometimes higher, sometimes lower. Ooh. Cutting it a little bit fine there. Yeah, I don't see anyone around me. Got a gap in front, a gap behind. Bit of a leisurely stroll now, 10 more laps. Especially after that guy crashed, I just need to stay concentrating. Yeah, look, there's loads of people in the pit lane there on the top right. They've crashed, damaged themselves, or they've been disqualified or something for causing incidents. They didn't pose much of a threat.
Stay up.
Stay up. My lap times aren't really dropping. I think that's probably just due to fuel load, and got a potential lap time there at the bottom left of a 137.135. Sorry, it's not 137, is it? It's 37135. As you can see, I'm about a second and a half off that per lap. Let's just try and stay as low as possible and see if that makes the lap any quicker or not. Probably doesn't. We can experiment. I mean, it's a shorter distance to travel. That doesn't mean that it's fast. I think maybe because you've got to turn more and put more input in, it's probably going to be slower. That was 1.76 behind, so let's just go high this time. Scary going high. I turned in a little bit. I think it's definitely slower going high. Like it is when you hit the wall. Oh bloody hell. And the third. Guys behind me. There they go. Get this guy's toe now. Alright, no more experimenting, just need to hold on for 6 more laps.
Got one low.
Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash.
One in your slipstream. Stay high, hazard coming up.
That could have been hairy. I was feeling a bit tense.
Keep 2 lengths back. Crashing behind. Go high. Hazard ahead.
It sounds incredible to do one of these kind of races. The cars just flying by you. Huge stadium over there, nothing really on this side. Daytona by the looks of things. I think Indianapolis, from what I've seen, has a lot more grandstand to it.
Stay high.
3 laps left now. It was 6 before and it was now 3. These guys are getting quick again behind. Ooh, pay attention, down a 5th. Keep the revs up. Keep having some squeaky bumhole moments. Like my eyes are getting dry.
Go high, hazard coming up.
I'm probably not, but just a lot of laps in these cars. On the back straight. You should have a bit of time to look around and admire the views.
Go high.
I didn't really need to change my rear tyres. They're not really heating up. I mean, they are wearing, but they're not heating. Yeah, maybe I did need to change them. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, there we go, rolling round onto the last lap.
Stay up. Okay, Okay, last lap. This is your last lap. Hold it together and bring her home for the win.
Should be okay. Just cruising. There you go, last turn. A very successful first oval race for me. Taking the checkered flag.
Fantastic job. You'll never forget this moment. The first race win of your career.
So it's longer than expected, total time of 46 minutes. Not the 30 that I had planned. But thanks for joining me. If you've stuck it out this long, and if you want to see more of this racing, then please do comment below. Like this video if you liked it, and comment if you need to ask anything, or you want to give any suggestions to any of the content on this channel. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, all that mumbo jumbo, if you will, if you would, if you want to. Of course you don't have to. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, and I'll see you next time for the next race.